Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 22 days in a row. How you guys doing? That's the flannel I'm here to see. Okay. All right. Who here is just here to see a flannel? Because if so, then I've fulfilled the need. Okay. We've locked that in. It's actually not, you could just Google flannel images if that's what you're wanting to see. Flannel Enron hat win. I don't know if we need a flannel hat. I don't know that that's, I like flannel on the body. Weird lumberjacks wear flannels. So do regular lumberjacks. Why do they have to be weird? Isn't that just a normal, like a lumberjack would be pretty normal if they wore a flannel. I don't know that that's, I feel like if a lumberjack showed up to work wearing a fucking, I don't know, pleather bodysuit, that'd be weird. But a lumberjack in a flannel, I'm like, okay, they're ready to go. I think that's, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, assless chaps would be odd. When are you playing Pokemon Slavery? I don't think that's what it's called. I think it's called Pal World. But I don't think I'm playing it. I'm probably not playing it. Unless it really has staying power. We'll see. That hat is kind of clashing with the flannel color. Okay. Can you deal with it? Do you think you'll be able to survive that situation where the hat and the flannel clash a little bit? Also, to be fair, I don't think they clash. I think it's actually complementary. You know, like a beige and then like the browns, and I think it actually complements it. If anything, I don't think it's clash. Did you see the Big A Awards a few days back? Where did you watch the Big A Awards? Where did you watch it that I wouldn't have? Yeah, I did see them. You watched them on NBC. Yeah, it was on all the major networks. It was on all the major networks. Congrats on turning 22, Atrioc. I turned 22 in a couple weeks. I know this might shock you. I'm actually not turning 22. I'm a little bit older than that. I am 22 because 22 days in a row. 22 days of streaming in a row. In fact, 23 really, if we're being nitpicky, but which is a record for me since the beginning of when I started streaming. Every day that I keep this streak going is a new record. And I'm going for 30. I don't know about you. We're not getting any flannel tank tops. I'm not selling a flannel, but if I did, it would be like a flannel shirt. That's what it would be. It wouldn't be a flannel tank top. It wouldn't be a flannel hat. It wouldn't be a flannel fucking bodysuit. It wouldn't be a leather jacket, but somehow it's flannel. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be a flank top. No, that's not what we would do. No, it would just be a nice flannel shirt because I like flannel shirts, and I'd a flacket, floxers. Okay, flannel boxers. Now you've intrigued me. Okay, now the ears are up. Now I'm thinking. Wait a minute. The floxers could be. There could be something else. That could be a flong. You sub for 16 months. And what do you get? Thank you, Grand Poobah.
Some streamers try to read out all of their subs, but Big A will only read maybe one. Read maybe one or two or three, but there's dozens more he doesn't seem to see. Sub
For 16 months. What do you get?
The streamer ignores you with
No regret. Speaking of which, by the way, we can move on from the joke, but like 18 different people said fleefs. Some people are still doing it. They're just adding an F in front of every article of clothing, waiting for one of the jokes to hit. We did it. They're good. That's good. I get it. We got there. You guys keep saying them, and you guys are repeating the same ones now. It's like, okay, we got there. We cycled through it. No, we have more, I promise. No, I believe you. I don't know about you, but I believe you. Flip-flops. Flannel flip-flops. Florts as in flannel jorts, not as in shorts. I don't need a clarification. I don't need it anymore. We're good. We're good. Stop putting F in front of random objects that you see around you and then hoping that it'll be funny. Okay? Because they all are. So we're going to die of laughter is the problem. It'll be too funny. Flubles. Thank you for the 100 bits. That's actually your name. Your name's not like rubles when I put an F in front of it. X217X. Thank you for the 6 months. Much appreciated. Benedict, thank you for the 29 months. Hey, Big A, just got back from Japan, and I realized I value bidet security over financial security. That is powerful. What do you mean by bidet security? Japan has more bidets, but if you were to get a bidet in America, it would be equally secure. Do you understand? It's not... I don't... What you're saying is you'd rather be a bum with a clean bum than a rich asshole, literally and figuratively. Is that my understanding? Okay. I think that's fair. That's my poetry jam submission. Atrioc, you missed a 50-month resub. I always skip 50. 50? You gotta go 51, bro. Absolutely. You have to go 51. Sir Glizzy Hands, thank you for the 8 months. I don't see a 50-monther. I don't see a 50. Did you make it up? 50 is insane. There's not a 50. I don't think I have a 50-monther in the whole squad. No, you made it. Oh, there's a 45-monther. Awesome meal. Thank you for the 45. Jeez Louise, 45 months ago. What is that? What is that first month that you subbed? 45, 12, 24, 36, 3 years ago, plus 9 months. Like 2020, April 2020? April 2020 you subbed? Wait, that's fucking crazy. Most chatter's not even born. I don't know about you. Oh, what was I? Yeah, it must have been Monkey Ball, right? It must have been Monkey Ball. Heterological, thank you for the 9 months. Angel Mac, thank you for the Prime. That was the original 30 days. Was it really? I can check right now, actually. Let's go Twitch tracker. Twitch tracker Atrioc. All right, let's check. Can we check? Let's go streams. Okay, let's see. So I didn't start streaming my 30-day challenge until it would be... This is it. This is the week. Okay, right here. May 4th to May 10th, 2020. Is this when you subbed? That's crazy. Stupid poll alert. Who's making stupid polls? Sub and COVID at the same time. You think it's a coincidence? Are you saying you think this chatter started COVID because of their sub lining up with the beginning of COVID? You think somehow, and your only connection is that they subbed on that day, which, if anything, would prevent them. That means they're busy watching a stream, not creating and releasing COVID. Coincidence? I think not. I don't think it's a coincidence. I'm Karok, what do you want? Karok, I'm sorry, did you drop a 50 bomb? Wait, I didn't see it. Oh, Karok did drop a 50. We've been doing a 45-bit this whole time. Bro, I told you, I don't see 50s, okay? Get to 51. 45, that's impressive. 50 is like, why are you not at 51 already? Jesus Christ. 50? Like, everybody's thinking it. Everyone in the chat's like, what, this 50-monther, dude? He's not 51 even. So you didn't start COVID, Kerouac? Is that what you're saying? Because yours doesn't really line up, does it? 50 months would put you like early 2020? That would put you like this day. Wait. You must have subbed when I was playing. I don't even know. Wait. Did you sub when I was playing like... I can't even... I'm looking at my old streams like before I started streaming. When I was just doing... There was a day where I didn't stream for the entire week. Okay? I mean, I had never streamed before. I didn't stream for the whole week. And then I went live and played Planet Zoo for 4 hours. In January of 2020. Did you sub then? I had 87 viewers. Did you just love Planet Zoo? You guys were all there, right? Everyone remembers this stream. It was a crazy one, dude. We all bonded over that stream. Everyone here remembers that was, and then the next day I played League of Legends to 24 viewers, the greatest fizz ever. Damn, that shit ruled. What a fucking great game. We were all there, bro. Wait, you know what? Does it have, sometimes this website has clips. There are no clips. Not a single clip was made of this stream. Based. And that's because we all have it in our minds, dude. We have memories. We don't need fucking clips of this shit. The Atrioc Racing Invitational. Oh, it actually looks like all the clips are gone from this era. It's probably post the DMCA clip erasure. Interesting. Crazy stuff, really is what it is. I remember you had lions. You're obviously guessing. You're obviously guessing, bro. I definitely don't think I think I tried to make, I vaguely recall trying to make a single enclosure for a gorilla and I couldn't do it. So I quit. I vaguely recall that. Thoughts on Pitchfork dying? Bigger story, better story, riot layoffs. But yes, Pitchfork is also firing everybody and replacing a ton of things with like AI generated non-articles, I think. Like the whole concept of getting employed by a media company to be a art, music, film critic is like a job that no longer exists, which is not cool. I thought that was a cool era of existing. It existed for decades and now it's just gone. But it's just gone. Like that's Sports Illustrated's closing down. Yeah, like the remnants of it have migrated into YouTube as individual content creators. Like that is the remnants of the era of film, art, music criticism and all that. So like the need for it, or not the need for it, but the human desire for it, people still want it. They want to hear like, actually what people really want to hear is that something they already like is good. People really just want to hear that. They don't actually really want a critic to tell them if something's good or not. But, and so that is what YouTube, I guess, has evolved to fill the gap of. And there's just not enough money in it for news organizations to do that. And then people don't read print media anymore. Anyway. Or they want to get mad when they say it's bad. Yeah, I mean, you either got to rage bait or you got to tell them it's good. People love to argue with Fantano or whatever. Yeah. I think he's an example of how it's moved online. I think the most common use is to read product reviews so you confirm your purchase was good. That's interesting. I feel like product reviews are one example where I'm like actually desperately trying to get real reviews. I feel like as a consumer, the rise in fake AI generated reviews sucks ass. I actually want truth because you have to spend money. With media, it's like the marginal cost of watching this movie versus that movie is usually not that different, or this game or whatever. And so, you know, it's different. But for like Amazon reviews, I want honesty, which is giving you less and less of because of AI generated reviews. Just fucked up. Fake reviews suck. What sucks is most of the criticism on YouTube is so negative since TLJ, Game of Thrones Season 8, all the hate bait. Yeah, I do think that, like, one of the side effects of criticism no longer being like a stable employed writer in Rolling Stone magazine or whatever is that, like, the critic is now under an incentive to make it really positive or really negative because those make a lot more money. Like, you know, if a movie comes out and you give it a 5, you are also giving your paycheck a 5. Which is like a bad system long term because critics have to be like, yo, this is the fucking worst dog shit ever as rage bait, or they got to be like, this is actually great. And if you like it, you truly understand cinema. Happened a lot with Rings of Power, which was average people. Yeah, exactly. Rings of Power is a very average show, but no one could just say that because that's not good. That's not money making. You know what I'm saying? We're all about the grind set, dude. We got to make some cash. Let's all churn out some reviews, okay, real quick. What's a hot take you guys have about media that I can farm into? Elden Ring is good. That's very saturated, my friend. That's a tough one. You know, when I say hot take, I mean, again, I'm not saying you couldn't do it. You can make, I mean, there's actually like 4 million videos where it's like Elden Ring and Souls-like games, why they're so beautiful and how they changed my life. And all I have to do is make it an hour and a half, have some somber music in the beginning, slow, high-res pan shots of different environments in Souls-like games, and then be like, the challenge and the beauty of Souls-like games may be off-putting to some, but for me, it was the fiery crucible through which I grew to love gaming again. Boom. All right, I made it much. I got to say that over and over in different ways for an hour. But yeah, so you could do that, right? And people would enjoy that because they could put it on their second monitor and then reaffirm their beliefs. But it's hard to stand out. That's a difficult one. What you really need is a hot take about something. I mean, if you want to play this like a fucking mathematician, what you do is you find out, all right, how old is the average Zoomer right now? They're between fucking 12 and 26, I guess. Maybe 13, 27. Early 20s, okay? Early 20s. So what did they watch 10 years ago? What was popular in, let's say, 2012, 2013? Hunger Games, iCarly, perfect. Now we got those. So we take about 10 years ago, we find something big, and then we say, why, pick something that's like critically not acclaimed. iCarly. Why iCarly was great, comma, actually. And then like an iconic image of iCarly in the thumbnail. Okay? Now I'm cutting through great clips of iCarly, and I'm talking about, you know, how actually this is an underrated gem. People don't understand why this is actually a really fucking hilarious show. Do you understand? Yeah. First, let me I'm going to explain the whole show. First, I'm going to start out with 15 minutes of reading the Wikipedia article about the show, where I talk about when it was created and how it had high ratings and what. I'll do that. Then I show some clips. Then I talk about why it's great. Bam. That's a fucking million view thing. Do you understand? That's how you really do it. If you're really trying to play the numbers, you need to sell people's childhood back to them in a positive way through long form media because you get more money from that. This exists. Click the link. Wait, what? Oh, well, this is I binged iCarly. Quentin reviews. Not the same thing, but still, like, yeah, exactly, dude. 4 hours, 45 minutes. 5.6 million views. You get it. Do you understand? This is part one? This is part one? Oh my God, wait, there's actually, look at this. I binged iCarly 4 hours, 45 minutes. The end of iCarly, 3 hours, 35 minutes. The failure of Victorious, 5 hours, 34 minutes. The end of Victorious, 8 hours and 5 minutes. 8 hours and 5 minutes about Victorious. 5 hours and 7 minutes about the scandal of Sam and Cat. 6 hours, 28 minutes about the decay of Sam and Cat. And then 9 hours and 30 minutes on the collapse of Sam and Cat. I obviously get this one because I watched 6 hours and 28 minutes of the decay of Sam and Cat. And I'm like, this is good, but it doesn't really cover the collapse. I wish this was all of this again with another 3 hours, another Oppenheimer on top about the collapse. Do you know what I'm saying? The issue is there's so much dead air in these videos. Bro, financially, there's no issue. They figured it out. It's just clips, right? It's it is just a place, a networking place for people that remember the show to watch it and go in the comments and be like, I remember, I love the show. That's it. That's what it exists for. My favorite is when YouTube movie snobs talk for longer than the movie is, like 4-hour videos on 2-hour movies. You have to understand that length has, it's almost like, okay, so you know how if you saw, you don't know anything about cars, right? Let's say you don't know anything about cars, and you see 2 cars in the lot, and one of them costs $8 grand and one of them costs 38 grand. Do you understand? Your mind automatically jumps to a bunch of assumptions about that 38 grand car that you think it's better, that you think something about it is better. It's cleaner, it's nicer, it's more modern, it runs better, whatever. Something, the price is you're using it as a shortcut, as a signal for the quality of the car. You haven't looked inside the hood, you don't know anything, but the price has been a signal. For YouTube, length is also a shortcut, a mental shortcut that this is going to be a great video to put on while I do something else. If it's 20 minutes or 30 minutes, you're going to think, okay, this video wants me to pay attention. This video is trying to make a point and I need to like pay attention when I watch it. If this video is 3 hours or 4 hours, this video is telling you I didn't do much work. I am giving you slop. I'm giving you slop that you can put on. Okay? So you know, against what you used to think. Like the old way of YouTube was that you wanted to be as close to 10 minutes as possible because of attention spans are short. But really, short attention spans don't mean short videos. What it means is the video can't try to make too much of a point. What it really means is you want to just be passive. It needs to be as passive as possible. Did you hear about boop, boop, boo. Atrioc, Papa Zin with me, brother. I'm all out, fresh out, because I do them too often. It's like Emily in Paris. Yeah, exactly. It's like Emily in Paris. And a lot of the shows that Netflix are trying to make is like, I was reading a really good interview with Willem Dafoe, who I consider Willem the friend. And he, oh, sorry, what are we sad about? What? Oh, no, Zins. I was like, okay. Everyone's freaking. I was reading a good interview with Willem Dafoe, and he was saying that, you know, one thing he has noticed about the movie industry nowadays is that people generally, the way they view movies is they sit on their couch with, you know, their spouse or whatever, their significant other, and they browse around, they watch 10 minutes of 3 movies, and they say, let's go to bed. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what he was saying in the interview. He's like, it's just a different environment where, like, you have to, what is being greenlit is just different. And needs to, like, respond to that environment where it has to catch your attention better. A lot of the time I'll be watching some 2-hour video on the lore of some game and then halfway through realize I don't care at all. Okay, well. I mean, I get it. I watched a really, to me, compelling video essay on Zelda Ocarina of Time not too long ago that was like 3 hours plus, and I enjoyed it. I put it on in bed, and it was like a nice, I don't know, it reminded me of Ocarina of Time. I thought it had some interesting things to say, but at the end of the day, it could have been 20 minutes. like if you just distilled down the point, if the video was really concerned about making its point, it could do it in 20 minutes. It could do it in less. But it's not concerned about making its point. It's concerned about, being an experience for me. You should have a Marketing Monday Premium Edition that comes out 1 hour before planned and only change. Wait, what? So like a Kevin Hart and The Rock movie where Kevin Hart is short and The Rock is buff/big. Are you saying it's great? What are you trying to say? That's amazing. Well, I don't know what you're getting at other than like we all love that. That's funny. Maybe you don't get it. Maybe you don't get it. Let me break it down for you since you're obviously not getting it. Kevin Hart is short. Yes. But not only that, he is way shorter than The Rock. So that when they're next to each other, are you catching up now? The Rock looks way bigger. He's short. The Rock is big and strong and powerful, and Kevin Hart's weak and small. That's why it's funny. Okay? What if we use CGI to make a movie where Kevin Hart is big and buff and The Rock is really short? You're actually spitting right now. You're actually changing the paradigm. I actually think you get a fucking 360 deal with Netflix right now, dude. That could be really funny. Netflix, turn on your phone. Netflix is calling as we speak. They sorted that with Jumanji, to be honest. They just didn't. I really want to see like, pure CGI Kevin Hart's face on like a really ripped body. The Rock would never do that. That's actually true. The Rock would only do that if the movie ended with him becoming big and strong and the hero again. He would never just have a full movie where he plays like the butt of the joke. He just wouldn't do it. Yeah, Central Intelligence, if you're a true Rock aficionado, he did play like a fat guy who got bullied a lot in high school, but then it shows him as really tough and strong. Hey, Atrioc, would you bask on a hot stone like a lizard? Wouldn't we all? Aren't we all secretly hoping for just like a day where we have no responsibilities and we can lay down on a hot stone in the sun and enjoy it like a lizard and maybe drink a tasty drink? That's fucking awesome. We all, who wouldn't enjoy that? That's Zuckerberg every day. Always in the sun. Did you guys see that Mark Zuckerberg spent $180 million buying fucking 5,000 acres in Hawaii and then is building a bunker? He's building like a fucking end of the world self-sustaining Hawaii bunker. Doomer. Oh, I talked about it? Well, update. He's still doing it. That's a good omen, I think. Yeah, Zuckerberg's usually wrong. I mean, how's Meta doing compared to, that shit is not gonna matter when Hawaii goes underwater due to climate change. It would be cosmically funny if Mark Zuckerberg dumped his entire fortune into a end of the world bunker, but the end of the world is rising sea levels and it completely gets flooded. I mean, it would be a very funny. Have you seen what happens to Hawaii in 2012? 2012 was 12 years ago. Aware. Nah, Zuck is building it to hide from me because he's on my list. Holy shit. Holy Giga Chad. All right. Well, don't. Yeah, I understand. I assume, tell me if I'm wrong, but I assume you don't think his bunker is going to stop you. Is that correct? I can tell by your attitude that you find this almost cute. Like his attempts won't sway you. Once you're on your list, you're on your list. Hey, Big A. That guy. Sorry, that guy's gonna kill Zuckerberg like Chase killed that dictator. We are gonna watch House tonight. Just early heads up before anyone asks and pisses me off. I'm gonna watch a House probably at 10 p.m. But between now and then, we're gonna do best tweets. I think I have not finished predictions. I worked on it quite a bit today. Ari's family is here, so we did go. They made me gringo tacos, which is a really high honor. Unasked for. They made me crunchy tacos, which I fucking love, dude. I love gringo tacos. And that's hype. That's how you know we're hitting. That's how you know it's all good. Do they make soft tacos for themselves? No, dude. No, we all made. No, that would be insane if they made fucking 3 hard shells for me. 3 hard shell ground beef tacos for me, and then they have like al pastor soft tacos. No, I like all tacos. I'm just saying occasionally I get a hankering, as all gringos do, for gringo tacos. Hey, Truck, are we going to watch season 4 of Friends tonight? No. But I do think this stream will almost be like season 4 of our friendship, if that makes any sense. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like we're hitting a new level. We're hitting our stride with our comedic bits. Our character arcs are sparking. Boop, boop, boo. Boop, boop, ba-doo, 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 ba-doo. Hey, Truck, any opinions on California high-speed rail? That's your first-time chat message? Are you Gavin Newsom? I would like it. I'd like it to finish on time and under budget. I would like more high-speed rail. I would like a high-speed rail from the Bay Area to LA and then from LA to Vegas so that I can go north to the Bay Area and gamble on stocks and then go fucking east to Vegas and gamble on casino odds. Okay? That's what I would like. That's just me. Okay? Too bad, loser. You can now drive a Tesla in a tunnel. And I prefer it this way. Thank God for this country. Thank you so much. That's what I really wanted was not really public transport, okay? I wanted a way to flex my Tesla. We were kind of parasocial to our teachers during COVID, if you think about it. Because you watched their streams? Is that what you're... Okay, that's interesting. That's a powerful theory. I would love to watch that essay. We need more Walmarts. I do think that sometimes. I do feel like America, it's like, yes, we have a lot of McDonald's. Yes, we have a lot of Walmarts. But do we have enough? And the answer is no. Because sometimes, like, you have to drive a big distance between them. Ideally, and this is my idea. I know we're not there yet. I'm not going to ask for too much. But ideally, like, if I left my front door, I would be looking. I would immediately be able to see a Walmart, a gas station, and a McDonald's. Minimum. That's like I would see as minimum. I also think this is going to sound strange, but I think it's true. I feel like, you know how houses like often have driveways? I feel like houses need parking lots. I don't like parking in a driveway. I'm an American. I'd like to drive into a parking lot. If you know what I'm saying? I don't think we need garages. I want parking lot. It should connect straight to the freeway. I just feel like we already have too many houses as is. I think we should demolish every other house and turn that into a parking lot. Which would be awesome. Not only is that great for me to park at, but it also increases property values for people that already own property, which I'm pretty sure is Zoomers, right? Zoomers and millennials. I didn't check, but I assume Zoomers and millennials already own their houses, and so this property value up will go great. And so this will just be good for wealth inequality. This will be good for retirements long term. I think this is good. I think we should pave paradise to put up a parking lot. Damn. You come up with that, right? That's deep. That's powerful. And if your house gets demolished, you get to work at a parking lot. I very briefly, when I first moved to LA and I was sitting on some of that sold NVIDIA stock cash, I was like, what if I buy a parking lot? Because I would, every time you try to park in this fucking city, it's like they charge you $30 or some fucking crazy shit. And it's crazy. I mean, it's like insane. It's like they're not doing any work. It's just a fucking line painted on the ground from land they probably inherited from their fucking grandfather. It's crazy. And so they just sit there and they charge people every Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, $30, $40. The price raises every time. It's crazy. You should just go to Iowa. I park 4 buses, 3 motorcycles, and 8 cars in my driveway. Oh, so you got a small place, huh? Oh, so you're struggling. I'm sorry. That's unfortunate. I really hope that you can upgrade from your Baroque level house in Iowa. Staples Center. Yeah, so that's where I lived. When I first moved to LA, I lived at the Kobe mural at the Staples Center, which is actually Crypto Arena. And I lived like literally there. I could look out my window and people would be taking pictures in front of the Kobe mural, which is when I knew I would be a Kobe fan one day. And that's where I first lived. And it was just like not a very livable location. I remember at one point, I don't know if I've told this story. At one point, it was either the Grammys or Joe Biden or both. I forget. Ari will remember. It was the Grammys or Joe Biden or both. But they shut down the entire street in front of my apartment, fenced it up. So they put fences on either side in front of my door, which means I couldn't get home. There was literally no way for me to get from where I was to my apartment. They fenced it off. And so I had to wait. It was crazy. They didn't warn you. They probably had a sign or something beforehand, but what am I going to read every fucking sign? I'm busy. Biden was twerking with Megan Thee Stallion. It's because you didn't have the right grindstone. Even IRL, he doesn't read signs. Okay, let's ease up on the gas. Ease up on the gas. How are you doing? It's Monday. Sunday went well, I assume. Everyone's doing well. Everyone's fucking hitting the week hard. I'm sure everyone woke up at 4 a.m., took a cold shower, made 1,000 cold calls, began the day with a grind. Okay? Just woke up. Where do you live that you just woke up? It's 8 p.m. West Coast. Europe, maybe? That's the only way I can imagine. Either you're a European grinder or you're completely off schedule, bro. You're fucked. My teachers are all on strike, so there's no classes this week. That's crazy. How long has strike been going? What does that mean? Cal State Systems on strike. Interesting. CSU teachers strike. Oh my God. As of 2 hours ago. Wait, this is brand new. I didn't see this. California State University faculty launch week-long strike. Wait, you can't. I gotta tell you, the first rule of a strike is you don't announce the ending at the beginning. Right? Because then the other side just waits you out. It's like Reddit. That doesn't fundamentally change anything. Yeah, I don't know. This is interesting to me. I obviously am very, very pro labor organizing and pro strikes in general, but I have a more moderate take when it comes to government employee strikes, like police unions and teacher unions, because it's a little bit different because there is no counterbalancing factor. Yeah, public sector unions are just a little bit different because they get increases at the expense of the taxpayer. Nobody like whatever university leader finally caves in for CSU, they don't personally lose anything. So there's no real negotiation. It's just different. It's just different. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. It's I don't think public school teachers make too much. This is CSU, not public schools. I think one of my friends who's an Arizona school teacher was talking about how they're either already striking or thinking about it, and I think they should. They clearly are underpaid. Our province prime minister decided to up the deputies' pay by 30% for no reason. Guess what I'm saying? Like, if you're the CEO of Ford or something, and you decide to up the pay of your workers, that comes out of your bottom line. Okay, so you're taking executive pay down or things down and it's going to your workers. And that makes sense, okay? So there's this give and take where the union has to give some so the company doesn't go out of business, but they can give a lot because the executives can give a lot because they have a lot of money and they're taking most of the profits. But for a public sector union, it's like there's basically an infinite amount of money from the government budget. And so you have to, there's got to be a more reasonable understanding. The Ontario Teachers Pensions Plan owns stocks in half of everything in Ontario. Used to own the Toronto Maple Leafs. That's just investment. That's like when people say that BlackRock owns everything, or like Vanguard owns everything, and it's like they don't even really own the things you say they own. It's people's money that they can pull out at any time that is being invested across every different stock. They don't own. They're not dictating terms to these. When are you going to thank my sub? Huff the Huffer! Congratulations. Thank you so much. Congratulations to me for getting your sub. Let's, as a chat, just buy Raytheon. Raytheon, we can give my dad a raise before he quits. Raytheon is currently worth $122.25 billion. How much can you guys pitch in? How much can you pitch into that? And we can buy it. I think we can all put our money together and we can buy Raytheon. What should we do? Okay, so I'm seeing $5, $10, $50 billion, $60 billion. So between all of us, and we'll split it equally. What should we do with Raytheon once we have it? Here's what we do. Let's put it on Afterpay. We'll figure it out later. Let's just buy it now because it seems fun. Okay? And then, payments, whatever. More war. Okay, I like that. War with Canada, maybe? Oh, by the way, I got to check. I think Eric Sinchi did a fucking 10 out of 10 top tier job editing the Taiwan video, but I did not think about the title very much. And I just uploaded it, and I don't know. It's doing all right. Okay, I'll give it some time. I need to find a good title. Thumbnail stream? No, thumbnail's great. Thumbnail's good. I just need a fucking title. Put American flags on the Patriot missiles so the civilians know who to direct their vengeance at. That's a comical idea. I do like the idea of like bombs painted with your flag that like maybe once they explode, they also shoot out flags. So everyone knows. Everyone can like fully know. Why is the stream title 22? You've done more streams than that, I think. Nope. This is my 22nd stream ever. I'm just getting into the swing of it. Let me get up my best tweets here. We're going to start here in probably 10 minutes. We're going to do best tweets. Funniest, most hilarious tweets of the fucking 2024 thus far. Drop Spindle sent them to me. Is the title a Taylor Swift reference? We did open with that song, but it is a reference to my 22 days in a row streaming. Have you seen the UK's new laser weapon? The UK has a laser weapon? This seems like such a waste of UK money right now. The Dragonfire. Wait, look at this.
The UK Ministry of Defence, MOD, announced on Friday that it had achieved the country's first high-power firing of a laser weapon against aerial targets during a trial at the MOD Hebrides range. The
Holy
Dragonfire
shit.
Laser-Directed Energy
This is
Weapon
wicked.
LDEW system, developed through a £100 million, $126 million, joint investment by the MOD.
Sorry. Unrelated. Sorry, I'm gonna leave this here and then we'll keep playing it.
And industry partners demonstrated pinpoint accuracy and low long-term costs, marking a milestone in the advancement of laser-directed energy weaponry. Dragonfire, classified in its range but designed as a line-of-sight weapon, can engage any visible target, showcasing its potential as a revolutionary tool in the battle space.
Does it...
The precision achieved by Dragonfire is exemplified by
It'd be very funny if it's like a laser pointer. It just like blinds them a little bit.
its ability to hit a 1-pound coin from a kilometer away. Laser-directed energy weapons, operating at the speed of light, utilize an intense beam of light to cut through targets, leading to structural failure or impactful results if the warhead is targeted. The cost-effectiveness of Dragonfire is highlighted by the fact that firing it for 10 seconds equates to the cost of using a regular heater for just an hour, positioning it as a long-term, low-cost alternative for certain tasks missiles currently perform.
Okay.
The operational cost of the laser is typically less than £10, $12 per shot.
That's not bad.
Led by the Defense Science and Technology Laboratory,
Money saving.
DSTL, in collaboration with industry partners MBDA, Leonardo, and Kinetic, Dragonfire's successful trial opens the possibility of integrating this technology into the future air defense capabilities of both the...
I mean, if it can computerized track a missile coming in and blow it up, or, you know, if it's anti-air, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. If the cost were, you know, it seems efficient, to be honest, other than the upfront cost. It's cheap, even cheaper next to a monkey village. You should run the country, dude. That's actually so true. It's actually so true. You can get fucking 18% off. How good is it against a civilian airliner? Let's not find out, huh? Let's not check. Turn a heater off for a year and they can use that for a bit. It would be crazy if this is so cost effective that they can just fire it into every British person's house a little bit to heat it up. You know, it's constantly spinning around, and then we're all getting a little bit warmer in the country because the winters get cold. You know what I'm saying? At least they're tea kettles. It would be crazy if they spend 100 million pounds on this and then like, you know, the North Korean fighter jets coming in and they just put a mirror on the bottom. And it bounces back and blows up London. You know what I'm saying? That would be, they can use all of their savings. Okay, all right. We're making all the classic UK jokes, bro. You know, it's fine. That seems cool. That's cool. I got nothing against it. I didn't hear about that though. That's interesting. How fast? They still find a way to pass the cost on to the middle class. Yeah, I mean, you can't expect the rich people to pay for it. Sorry, what? Come on, bro. That's not fair. That's not fair. Don't be reasonable. That's like, I know we're joking around a lot here, but come on, let's not. That's ridiculous. You're fucking. A man can dream. What is this? This is G.I. Joe Retaliation. Holy moly. That's what happened when we put the tea in the harbor. Live reaction. I read a little bit more about the Second Punic War after we watched that great oversimplified video. I was just reading about it because it was interesting. And what I found out is after the Romans lost 80,000 men at, is it Cannae? Cannae? How do I say that again? Cannae? How do you say it? Cannae? I'll see it right now. Cannae. Cannae. Canada. Anyway, after they lost 80,000 men, literally, you know, their enemy was getting their arms tired, hacking them to death. People were digging holes to try and suffocate themselves because they knew they were going to get killed. After that happened, and Rome heard the news, they're freaking out. They're like, you know, completely losing their mind. Holy shit, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? One of the things they did in real life is they went to an oracle to try and like figure out what the solution was. And the oracle recommended burying 4 people alive, 2 Greeks and 2, I don't know, like Carthaginians or whatever. And so they did that. They just took 4 people and buried them alive and thought, okay, now we're good. Well, that's just common sense. Spoilers? No, it's not. They're not even going to cover this. This is already past the time the video got to. It won't be in part 3. And it worked. Rome still stands. I guess you're right. It kind of like the guy in the house episode who gave away all his money to save his kid. I guess it worked. They got lucky with 4. Could have been more. It could have been more. Yeah, I guess what was interesting is like the Romans do not normally do human sacrifice. The Romans hadn't done human sacrifice in like a very long time. Like it was not part of their society, but like they were so desperate. It was like, okay, if we gotta bury people alive, we'll do it. Like, well, it's not worth the risk. Hey, Atrioc, I was wondering what you thought about Pal World. I already have my opinion because I watch Mogul Mail, but I was wondering if you agree with me. Parentheses him. I haven't seen the Mogul Mail. I gave my like early hot take. I think there's a clip. I just haven't played it. I have not played it, bro. My take is more of that like people are gonna have really hot debates about this for a little while, but at the end of the day, the reason it's happening, which is what I'm interested, is because there's a market demand left by Nintendo's negligence. So somebody is going to fill that gap eventually. Somebody. I don't even know this is like the best way to do it, but like Nintendo, Pokemon Company, Game Freak, the triumvirate. There's just people have been demanding more multiplayer and even adult level Pokemon content. Because the first Pokemon fans are fucking 30 plus, bro. Pokemon was big in 1996. That's when Pokemon first got big. Okay? So there people really demand this stuff. Like there's just so much inherent pent up demand for it. Like there's so many fan projects that have tried to make this kind of stuff, and eventually somebody with a bigger budget and as game developer tools get cheaper and easier, like UE, Unreal Engine, someone's gonna make it. Someone's gonna fill the gap, and that's what they did, and they're gonna make a bunch of money. So same thing with their upcoming game about Hollow Knight. They're making basically a Silk Song. I don't know if you guys, I talked about this, but the company that made Pal World is making, can we just look at it real quick? I want you to understand how dead on they did the art style. This is what it looks like. They're making this. And it's called something like fucking they're Nevergrave. They're making Nevergrave, and yeah, the whole point is that like it's called Wool Song. It's called Silk World. And so they're doing this because their whole fucking business philosophy is clearly like, hey, people love these fucking IP, but the developers are too slow. They're too slow or they won't do it. So we're just going to fill the gap. Fuck it. Even if we're half as good, 40% as good, 20% as good, it doesn't matter. Like people want it so bad that we're going to make a bunch of money. And so I can see why they're doing it. Did you see their interview? I did. I read their CEO's interview. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but that's what I read. They're gonna make the next GTA before Rockstar finishes? GTA is like it's like Amazon one day shipping, dude. No one else can do it. It just costs too much money. That's the thing. Those are like $1 billion projects. To be honest, I'm kind of bored of GTA being the same three cities: Tokyo, GTA. I mean, they made like what was the Yakuza style? It's not Yakuza. Sleeping Dragon. Was it called Sleeping Dragon? Sleeping Dragon game? Am I crazy? No. What was it called? Sleeping Dogs. Sleeping Dogs, dude. Sleeping Dogs was like kind of like like a Hong Kong GTA. It was fun. I liked it. It's old, but wasn't it LA? No, it was Hong Kong, I think. Maybe I'm crazy. Have you played Yakuza? I haven't. I heard it was good though. Why are the dogs sleeping? Dude, beats me. Bullet in the head. Can't wait for GTA Kansas. GTA fucking Leavenworth, Kansas would be awesome. That would be fucking sick. Just fucking empty ass cornfields every direction. A local fucking Dollar Tree, a local fucking Walmart. That'd be hype. That'd be sick as fuck, Fuck GTA. When the fuck is Elder Scrolls coming out? I think they've said it, right? Isn't it like 2028 or some shit? Bro, do not even get your hopes up for Elder Scrolls 6. It's not. The only reason you even know it's announced is because they were desperate that 1 year for E3 or the Video Game Awards. They were just desperate. They needed an announcement. So they fucking mocked up a 2-second trailer and popped it in so they could get hyped. They weren't even close, bro. GTA 6 will break every record. I do think GTA 6 will probably break every record. I mean, GTA 5 did for like money made for an entertainment property. It's gonna be shit when you think GTA 6 will be shit? That seems like a hater energy. We don't know anything about it yet. Even like GTA 5, which is dated, not GTA, I'm sorry, you mean Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls, yeah, I'm sorry. Even Skyrim is good. It's a good game. Skyrim hasn't aged super well, but Skyrim was a good game. They did a good job. It came out, it was good. Like, what you can't hate on Skyrim, especially when it came out in 2013, bro. You can't. Now, if it's Skyrim again after fucking 10 years, 2011. Holy shit! It really has been so long, dude. Isn't that crazy? It's been 13 years since Skyrim, and it's been 10 minutes since they re-released it. Yeah, I do think Elder Scrolls 6 will be good, but I also think, well, I think if they hadn't made Starfield, Elder Scrolls 6 would suck. That's my hot take. I think if they hadn't made Starfield, it would suck. But now that they have made Starfield and they've seen the response, I think they're having meetings. I think they're having internal meetings. I think they're changing things. I think they're upgrading. I think Starfield is the canary in the coal mine, dude. I think it's. You think it's copium? I'm generally not a copium person. I'm the one that said I think Starfield's gonna suck ass before it came out, and everyone said no, you don't get it. The combat looks good. You don't get it. And then all my comments were like, it's, and I was like, all right, man, I'm looking at this gameplay. I don't think it looks that fun. And then, but I just think Elder Scrolls 6, there's a lot on that. Starfield, I guess Fallout was supposed to make Starfield good. That's funny. Starfield didn't let you visit any stars or a single field. There's definitely fields in the game, bro. I'm a hater, sure, but they had fields. I played it for 30 minutes and just couldn't bring myself to play another Bethesda RPG. I mean, yeah, I don't want to just rehash the Nakey Jakey video because I think that was perfect. I think he really covered it, which is like, bro, it's the same shit. It's like, and it gets worse every time because it's the same shit. Like, you've seen it and you're no longer as tolerant, and more games have caught up, and you've played more and more different games, and you just don't want the same shit. That's it. It's what you just can't. It's got to be different in some way. Atrioc, my major is changing its name to a much cooler name. Should I use the new major name on my resume, even though my degree won't match? That is such a tiny thing to be concerned about. Sure. Either way is fine. Don't worry about it. If that's what they changed it to, then yes. What can you explain it? Can you tell us? Now I'm curious. What is the major name? What is the cooler one and the older one? Rizology. Underwater basket weaving into rizology. Now, if it's petroleum engineer into sustainability engineer, then I get you. I get you, bro. You don't want to be a petroleum engineer. It's like, I don't want to be a bad guy. I like that, dude. That's clever. Go with that. Mine changed from arts, tech, and emerging communications to arts, tech, and humanities. Okay. Those are equal to me. Those are fine. I don't. That's fine. There's no. I changed history major to herstory major. Base, dude. Base. Holy shit. Holy shit. The Barbie movie was right. You are truly a hero. Wow. Marketing to atriology. Okay, don't put that in your resume. That's going to be a problem. That's gonna be a problem. Global studies and maritime affairs And the new one is international strategy and security. Oh, good question. The new one. You're right. No, you know what? You're right. Decent question. New one's better. International strategy and security is a dope major. Definitely easier for whatever jobs you're trying to apply to in that field. And yeah, that's a great question. And it's super legit. Definitely change it. 100% change it. I apologize even for making a snarky joke. That's a better title. Global studies and maritime affairs. Yeah, I mean, especially if you're trying to get a job, government job, military job, geopolitical job, like at a multinational company that's trying to figure out, where they're expanding to. All of those, your second one's better. Can I just lie and say I have a degree? I think you can say whatever you want on your resume. I don't think, you're not going to go to jail for it, but it is hard skills. If you lie about it, will catch up to you. Generally, if you say I can program in COBOL or whatever, and then you can't, then it'll be a problem. But if you say like you were, I don't know, you can, the way you frame it is all within your control. It's the specifics where you can get into trouble. I was going to talk about Riot layoffs, but I got cut off. So Riot is joining. Again, it seems like every day we talk about like a new company that's doing big layoffs. Joining Twitch and Google and Discord and Unity and like 15 other fucking gaming companies and doing like significant layoffs. So another 500 plus employees were laid off of Riot today. Again, they're finding out via Twitter. You're seeing all the people tweet about whether they're safe or not. They're figuring it out as they go. I talked to my friend who works at Riot. He's in recruiting, actually. It's a chaotic time. People are left and right finding out during the day. They're getting called into meetings and their Slack's getting turned off. And they're getting fired. Now, that being said, one thing I'll say is slightly different. One thing I will say is that Riot Games, at the very least, they did basically everything I think you can expect as far as severance. They're doing like 6 months paid severance. Your health insurance runs through all the 6 months. They're even paying out like the $1,000 gaming fund. They're doing everything. So at the very least, I think it's okay. What sucks is, bro, the reason all these layoffs are happening is like all of these companies mismanaged and overhired. Like they all thought that, the growth of lockdown would be forever. If you think about it like this, like if we have like, here, wait. Wait. I've never, ever heard of or met Pirate Software. Who's Pirate Software? I've never heard of him. Who the fuck is that guy? As I do this, I want you to know that I'm just saying that out loud. It's never even crossed my mind who that could be. Imagine something like, this is 2019. Okay. This is 2030. Okay. Let's say for anything, for, consumption of streaming services. Okay. It's like that. For number of people working from home. It's like that. For, decline of cable companies and newspapers. It's like that. Okay. Or like this or whatever. This is how it is. The pandemic right here pulled all of this forward by about 10 years. So instead of being like this, it was like vertical. Okay? That's what happened. And so all of these companies started thinking that these trends were going to go like from here. But really what's happening is like this and then back down and then up. So it's like we're going to get to these points, but they're predicting levels of demand and growth. Like people are coming out of lockdown and doing things that I think they over predicted, they overhired, they overestimated. And this happened with Zoom. This happened with a bunch of companies that all had a boost in consumption during COVID. and they're dealing with it now. They're dealing with the after effects of that. Too big, too fast, too soon. Yeah, they overpredicted. New $1 trillion idea, a bar that... Sorry. You're not going to do chatter layoffs, right, Big A? I'm so sorry to have to do this like this. I am so sorry. You brought this up. I am sorry to have to do this, but today we have some unfortunate news. While we hate to lose a member of the family, we unfortunately have misallocated our resources here at Atrioc Stream Inc., and we have to, unfortunately, let some of our family members go. So if you receive a ban notice, I'm getting triggered, holy shit. We've done it the fairest way possible, which is that we are deciding by marbles. In fact, I've actually, let me tell you, to be honest, as the CEO of this company, I have done actually a pretty good job keeping costs under control. We only have to fire one person. It turns out our layoffs are limited to one. So in order to have a fair discussion of who it is, we're going to open up marbles on stream and fire one person. You've done such a good job. You should give yourself a raise. Oh, true. I did a great job as CEO, so I'm going to give myself a big raise. And in fact, we have to fire 2 people. We got to fire 2 people because I needed that bonus. But still, only 2. That's impressive. That's impressive, dude. How about that? First and last, I better get severance. The severance will be paid out in Atrioc channel points, which you will receive deliverable to your house. You'll also get to keep your health insurance, which is that if you tell me about your health problem, I will make fun of you. You can insure of that. Okay? Okay, wait. Quick race. Home. Oh my God, they made this more complicated than it needs to be. Random. Viewers. Race. Ladies and gentlemen, we never want to have to fire anybody, but when you do it, it needs to be in the most humane way. You have to treat people like human beings, okay? Not like marbles in a jar. So we're going to be doing this. And whomsoever wins this race is fired. You want to be last. You would like to be kicked off. Whoever wins the race, whoever gets to the thing first, is going to be fired. And we're all going to celebrate their legacy and their chat and their history here within the stream, okay? Without further ado, 500 out of 500, let's start. Is there sound? Give me sound, 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 give me sound. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah, dude. It's a race. Race to keep your job. Or we could do it where the first person that gets out is safe, and we do it 500 times. Oh, pretty much. Your job's safe. Move cam. I'll just move it over. Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, we'll move it down here. Okay. The Big Yeet is currently... You haven't been performing this year. I'm sorry, the Big Yeet. I hate to say it. Sasquatch, I have been unhappy in your performance review. When I look at what you're chatting, I just think, no, could be better. Okay? We need a grinder here. Actually, you know what? You're doing fine. You know who sucks though is Mistakes. His name is Apt. I'm sorry. No, you're safe. You're safe. Okay, Pogs RL. You've been shitting the bed. I'm gonna say it openly. You haven't been performing up to par. Oh, Pogs. Wait. Oh, these are okay. Wait. What? Oh no. I'm sorry. Did you just win? Letty was number 2! Letty was number 2! So close! Holy shit! We were this close to firing Letty. Oh my goodness, dude. Photo finish. That's crazy. All right, Trez Noir. Let me just do a quick check on your chat history so that I can write up a reason why I'm firing you that looks good to the labor board. Okay? You said top 2? I did say top 2, actually. The problem is that instead of firing Ludsey, I'm just going to cut everyone's pay to give me a bonus. Do you understand? So I'm only going to fire one person, but everyone's pay will get cut. So that's better. Okay? Trez Noir. Let me see here. What we got? Trez Noir, previously subbed for 5 months. Ooh, and that was a big factor. That was a big factor for me in letting you go. It's just like I noticed that you used to put in a lot of effort around here. Specifically in those 5 months. And then it felt like you really let yourself go. I will work harder for my next job. I was lazy, sir. Only memes. Wait, your chat is you are not a bad chatter. You and Stan should play Baldur's Gate 3 together. I heard Faker has an Atrioc tattoo. That's a banger message. Can there be a cutest chatter award? Sevens. You hate to let a family member go. And remember your first message? Remember your first message all the way back in September 2021? Remember your first message? It could happen. Basically the plot of Balls of Fury. We remember that. We remember that message. And it did happen. Goodbye. Oh! Dur, dur, dur. Dur, dur, dur. Okay, everybody back to work. Back to work. Back to work, okay? Back to work. I want to see... Back to chatting. Have to let the pensioners go first. Do I get a raise with less employees now? No, but like any good layoff, you don't get a raise, but you do get more work for the same amount of money. More. You're getting more for the same. How about that? Oh, okay. Now you're not so mad, huh? Don't forget the crushing guilt that you should just be happy to have this job and it could have been gone just like that. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yes. You should feel lucky. Anyway, pizza party for morale. Yes, we're going to have a new... This is called Healthy Pizza Party. So it's pizza party, but without the pizza, because that's bad for you. Okay? So it's even better. It's a virtual, healthy pizza party where everybody gets to enjoy the party. Hell yeah. And then none of the pizza. So it's a party? Not really. It's a work day. We're going to need you to clock in and do the work. It's a work day, but it is... Think of it symbolically as like a party. You know what I'm saying? It's a BYOP party. Bring your own pizza. Well, I don't want to give corporations ideas, all right? I think I'm spitting right now. And I don't want to give corporations ideas. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, without further ado, actually with a tiny bit of ado, I'm going to run an ad and pull up all the tweets. Give me 1 second. With a tiny bit of ado, we're going to watch the funniest tweets of January 2024 compiled by one and only Drop Spindle. Funniest tweets Zeets of 2020 so far. Boom, boom, boom. Run the ad. Drop Spindle song. Actually, let's play the fucking... Wait. All right. Click, 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 click.
Some streamers try to read out all of their subs, but Big A will only read maybe one.
Read maybe one or two or three,
but there's dozens more he
doesn't seem to see.
He's up for 16 months.
What do you get?
The streamer ignores you with
No regret.
He keeps on don't know all of me. And
I can't cope.
I hope he knows I won't be subbing no more. I was watching Big A after my 9 to 5. My sub had expired, so I renewed it live. I subbed for 16 months in a row.
This song is so heat. Without further ado, let's start this bit. Anyone else cry after that? You cried after that song? Why? Why? Don't do that. Who made this song? Fuck. Let me give you the answer to that. 16 months. Cool Breeze and... No, just Cool Breeze. Cool Breeze 02050. I don't know if they're in the chat, but Cool Breeze did it. And Polly Blank. Polly Blank and Cool Breeze. And possibly Skitty. Shout out to them. That's dope. It's a great song. Part of the Down with the Atrioc album. Please check it out. All right, let's look at the funniest tweets. So, as you know, every single month I get Drop Spindle, the leader, well, the founder of the ACLU, to bring us the funniest, most insane tweets on Elon Musk's dying platform. Starting with, damn, Gen Z is really in the blender.
Gen Z is like aging really rapidly.
It is mainly because of the stress. Come here. We live in a time nowadays where millennials look way younger for their age, while Gen Z looks way older for their age. If you don't believe me, I'm Gen Z. Get closer. I am Gen Z, and nobody ever believes me.
No.
When my mom and I walk out in public,
with that jacket,
my mom is my younger sister. Right. When I tell people, oh, I'm going to go hang out with my family, they think I'm talking about my children. I don't have kids. Right. I'm talking about my parents. I'm still the child. Does that make sense? I'll put it to you like this. Zendaya is older than me. Tom Holland is older than me.
But they're Gen Z. And they're...
You know what I'm saying right now? There was one time I wanted an autograph from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Right, I was standing for hours for this autograph, and when he walked up to me, I said, "Can you please sign this poster? It's for Jordan." Right? He then took it and put, "Dear Jordan, your dad is a great guy. He stood out here for hours," and then gave it back to me. And before I could correct him, he looked at me and said, "Times were way more difficult back when we were kids, am I right?" And then he tapped my shoulder and left. Dwayne is 52. I am 26. What I'm saying is, so Gen Z definitely looks older. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Whoa, you're 26? 26, you're borderline, bro. 26 is borderline Gen Z. That's your millennial, okay? You know the Hogwarts houses, is all I'm gonna say. You are well aware. You can do Wingardium Leviosa. Okay, I don't know that you're... dude's walking a fine line is all I'm saying. That's very funny. I did hear about this. I heard about the Gen Z is aging badly meme or trope. I don't know that it... I don't think that's true. I mean, not like more or less than any generation. But I do think maybe there's like a style of dress. I heard one of the theories I saw was that like Gen Z is wearing early 2000s or like late 90s adult stuff, like so they look out of fashion, or they look like, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand what it is, but It's all the microplastic. It enhances aging. That's base. Fresh Prince is our god. I'm pretty sure that's not true. Fun fact, 80% of the U.S. Armed Forces is Zoomers Poggies. That is such a Poggies fact. Can't wait for you guys to fight for us in Taiwan. I did the voice. Okay, so this was a tweet that I talked about, which is that this guy, Geert Wilders, is, I guess, like a Dutch politician who said, "We hebben een serious problem." And people thought it looked like Jar Jar, but then someone, I guess, did the actual voice.
We hebben een serious problem met de politiek ontwikkelingen met de dwangwet. En ik hoop dat de komende dagen kan worden opgelost.
Excuse me. That's great. That's just great. Oh, I did see this. This is a sharing with you. This is the biggest choke in Wheel of Fortune history. Listen for the guy in the audience that goes, what? If you've seen this, this is tough to watch. And again, there was a whole discourse about this, which is like, you shouldn't criticize them because they're on stage. You don't know what they're going through. And that's true. I'm sure there's some pressure, but this is tough. This is tough. All right. Now, there's one blank here. I don't know if you can guess what the letter is.
Solve it or spin it, or but do something quickly. You don't
I'll spin it.
Okay. Okay. What letter for you?
I'll go with a G.
Juliana, it's your turn.
I'd like to solve the puzzle.
Yeah.
Fresh tropical fruit.
Yeah.
I feel bad for her, bro. I legitimately do. But that lady's what makes it. What? Because there's like, I mean, in person, people are more polite. It's so funny that, oh, it's fresh. I thought for sure it was fresh.
Puzzle?
Yeah. We're sending you to...
Let me see. I think he said something.
Home, you're saying, how in the...
Right here.
You know, when that happens and you're sitting at home, you're saying, how in the world can that... But, you know, sometimes it's a word that just doesn't want to come into focus for you. It did for you, and in addition to $650, we're sending you to the island.
Juliana's thinking came into focus really fucking easily, actually. Juliana's thinking not a problem at all. There was no pressure. This was really...
Antigua. Listen to this.
Yeah, that was great. Anyway, tough. Wait, what is this one? Reminds me of mythological hero Achilles. Sorry, one more. We're on Wheel of Fortune kick.
500.
G.
1 G. 700.
C.
Yeah, there are 2 C's. Well. Wow.
Wait.
Okay.
I solve.
Oh, well, that'd be a good idea, yeah.
Mythological hero Achilles.
We can't accept that.
Okay.
Shut it.
They can't accept that. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. You have to accept it if all the letters are there. That's a dumb rule. Wait, I didn't know about that's fucked up. Some people have never heard of Achilles. It's not. Oh, that's crazy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mythological hero Achilles.
To lose thousands of dollars or a vacation over that? That's fucked up. You have to pronounce it right is crazy. Who hasn't heard of Achilles though? Again, if I'm his friend, I make fun of him, right? I make fun of him for missing it, but also like for the fucking sanctity of the game, do they have to fucking pronounce it perfectly? They have all the letters. The pronunciation was his Achilles heel. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Very good. Editor, cut out that he said that and then make it like I said it. Okay. And then everyone in chat goes, whoa, hilarious. Funniest stream I've ever heard. Okay. What's next? Oh, dude. Oh, we should have opened with this. This is my bad. I think I didn't do it in her implied order. Guys, we are looking at the best tweets of the month. But the best zeets of the month. But the only way to get in the fucking right spirit for that is to do as Elon Musk intended and watch this incredibly sick advertisement that he posted for his platform, X.com. Holy fucking shit! It's so wicked. And what's crazy about it is this response that says, bro, After Effects Panther. Holy shit! I think this is the case of shared inspiration. You know what I'm saying? This is Power World and Pokemon. Okay, they both came to similar ideas by happenstance. Obviously there was no inspiration, no copy. It was like just parallel thinking. As happens. Two ships, parallel thinking, they cross. It happens. All art's derivative. The X is purple, exactly. And then there's a pirate logo. There was also a big thing this month about Stanley Cups. And I'm not talking about hockey. I didn't understand it fully. I know that a bunch of people were trying to buy Stanley Cups. They were very popular, like a Beanie Babies kind of thing. But I didn't fully get it. This tweet should help explain it. This whole Stanley thing is really starting to feel like a cult, because why would you need all that for a tumbler?
Amazon Stanley must-haves. First up is this silicone boot that serves as a cushion cover for the bottom. It comes in 2 sizes for the 30-ounce or 40-ounce with a custom fit that helps prevent dents and scratches. And I love these cute covers to help keep my straw clean. Okay. Next up is a snack tray that's designed to sit around the top of your tumbler so you have quick access to your drink and your snacks at the same time. It also comes with a protective boot for the bottom that holds a good amount of snacks. Plus, it includes other accessories like this straw topper. I love using this while watching TV or while I'm in the car. This carrier is another favorite, especially if you like to bring your Stanley on the go. It secures around the cup with Velcro for a nice snug fit and is cushioned with a soft material, providing a protective barrier and an optional adjustable shoulder strap so your tumbler feels comfortable while you're holding it. There's also this pouch that's designed to strap onto Stanleys so you can keep a few of your important belongings like a cell phone, key fob, and card holder all together. The strap can adjust to fit any size tumbler and makes it so convenient if you're taking your drink into a workout class. And lastly, this initial charm comes in a 2-pack and can set your Stanley apart so you know whose is whose. These are all super affordable and on my Amazon and my...
This is awesome. This is badass, dude. This one's crazy. That's so unwieldy. To have your fucking snack tray on your cup with a backpack and a fucking charm and a... I can't afford a kid, so this will do. That's actually based. It's actually really an affordable version of a kid. No, I mean, this is like just a modern version of like what, Beanie Babies or something like that. But still, it's just funny that it's water bottles and that anyone thinks you need this many accessories for a water bottle. A Glock holster would be sick. You're right. I do think they need to like do a Coke Zero version of Stanley where it's like a real masculine energy to try and get guys to realize how fucking wicked they are. And maybe a Glock holster, maybe like brass knuckle handle, maybe like the rock on the side flexing. I think I would buy it for sure. Camo. Yeah, that'd be fucking sick. Oh yeah, a weed leaf. Yeah, that's fucking awesome. An anonymous source. Oh, yeah, okay. So this was also a big meme in January where there was a guy at a party stuck in an urn. And they said, oh my God, that's the whitest shit I've ever seen. The Getting Over It guy IRL. He's real. That game's a documentary. Dude, the last thing I want in a situation is people around me cheering me on that you got this. I actually feel for him. The last thing you want is to be the center of a big crowd going, you can do this. You got this. You got it, Connor. Come on. That is, it's the entire spotlight on your very embarrassing.
His knees are hitting.
Anyway, there's a follow-up. There was like somebody live tweeting it. An anonymous source sent me more video of Connor stuck in the urn and getting chiseled out. I repeat, more of Connor stuck in the urn. 31,000 likes.
Connor, this is an HR issue, honey.
Oh, God damn it. I'm stuck. You're not going to be able to get out. I'm stuck. You're going to be there in the Y'all going to have to find a fucking hammer. We'll get you out. We are not breaking the pipe. I don't give a damn who you are. We're going to get you out. We're sleep in the pipe. I never became a game. I mean, in the corner of
So they did break it. He was freed. Did he reimburse them for the urn? That's the real question. That shit's probably expensive. Okay. Bro, it's a work party. Why are you getting so hammered? You getting in urns? Like his coworkers, bro. That is tough for a work party. I didn't know it was a work party. Oh, dude, everyone's gonna. That's gonna. Yeah, they hear about that all the time. If he doesn't pay up, just put him in a second urn. They sneak in while he's sleeping and put him back in. That's the reverse repo. Oh, this post got deleted. We don't know what it is. Damn, this post got deleted. Okay. Drop Spindle, you included this? I needed to see this. This is the best tweets of the month. This is Rutro, I'm Rurving Runt. Because of the I'm serving cunt meme of the... It's like a real yassified Scooby with a gigantic rack. Okay? That's truly 105,000. I'll add my voice to the chorus. I gotta be careful with the comments. Truly legendary. How to get high credit limits. What's this?
How to get high credit card limits. Let's go. So the first thing you want to do is you want to sign up for QuickBooks. Then you want to go ahead and send yourself an invoice. Since I have multiple LLCs, I'm going to send my other LLC an invoice for $2,100, and I'm going to put the limit there.
Can I guess? Is it fraud? These are always fraud. Is this fraud?
And I'm going to put how much or what it's for there, and then I'm going to send it over. Once I receive the invoice, I will then pay it off with the credit card I want to increase my limits with. It will then deposit into my bank account. Once I get the money in my bank account, I will then pay off the credit card with the same exact money. Once I pay off the credit card, I will do this a couple times, and I will then call my bank and ask them for a credit limit increase because my limits are too low. A bonus is that
Okay, using a personal credit card to fake business income to pay off your business credit card so you can get a higher business credit card limit. I love it. This is how Warren Buffett built his fortune. If you guys don't know, this is actually Jeff Bezos' secret to Amazon. This is what the greats won't tell you. And I appreciate this woman explaining this to all of us here on TikTok. This is the key. At the end of the day, this doesn't even... Like, all this is going to do is give you a large credit limit that you won't be able to pay back. Like, it's fraud, but also is going to end up with you, unable to pay your debts. It's like, it's bad. It's like a short-term way to get a bunch of credit. I guess the assumption is that you then take out the loan, the business fails. Maybe you're even using the business income to pay off your original credit card. That's just full on fraud. I can see where this is going. Yeah, this is full on fraud, bro. I love it. Hey, keep it going. Great. Easy money. Easy money. Oh, this is actually in my predictions video. What, you found this? Drop Spindle? I can't show this to you. Thank God. That's my predictions video. Chris Brown dances like that 5-year-old that just told you to watch this. Let's see what that means. Chris Brown dances like a 5-year-old. I'll be honest with you, this is probably on the list of problematic things that Chris Brown has done, pretty low on the list. I have no problem with him dancing in Dubai, bro. His shit's fine. I feel like it was the violence, the domestic violence that I really had a bigger problem with. Masterful gambit, Sir Elon Musk. What is this?
Yo, I can't even get my door handles out. Oh, we're getting somewhere. Okay. All right, let's try this again.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh. Uh-oh.
See, the irony of this is that electric cars are slowing down global warming, but they need the global warming to stop situations like this. It's a real catch-22. That's why Elon Musk flies so many private jets, because he wants to sell the cars, but he also wants the ozone to evaporate. It's a fucking... Do you understand? He's catch-22, by the way. This guy is stupid using ice. Why is bro recording this? Fucking who knows? We record everything. I like how he has to pull away his hand in terror every time because he tugs on the handle too hard because he knows it'll retract and sever his fingers. I don't think it'll. I don't know. All right, let's see. Boomers love to make sure they've touched every piece of food with their hands before anyone else can eat it. I'm interested to see the video that goes with that.
Yeah, come on. Get in here. No, you have to get here. So what we do is we put out 50 or 60, about 80 donuts. You're welcome. You need a donut, kid? See, come on, man. There you go, kid. There. Anyway, so what I'll do is I'll hand these out. Follow me.
Why dirty a plate? He licked his hand too.
Hurry up, I only have a few seconds left. Boom.
Wow, beeline. Thank you. As long as I'm here.
Hurry. Okay, goodbye.
You know what though? I'll take a free donut. That's crazy. Just not leave the box right here and say take one. This one got deleted. Very sad video. Okay, this has nothing to do with me. Very sad video. It's like watching a veteran trying to move his phantom limb.
So they did a good job. You know, you give credit where credit is due. You did a good job of the sports things that you guys going on defensively.
You guys will be able to remove one element that's been working against you last month as you turn the calendar.
Like, what the fuck is he brushing? It ain't there, Braun. That's rough. That's rough. That is rough. He's brushing his thoughts. Yeah, 100,000 likes on that. Poor LeBron. I just think it's so funny. I was talking with somebody recently that like LeBron is playing against teams that have coaches older than him. Like apparently he's played against like a third of all NBA players ever, all time. He's no, sorry, coach is younger than him. Sorry, is that older? Yeah, younger. Coaches in the other team are younger than he is. Yeah, he's played against a bunch of father-son duos. He's 33% of the league has played against LeBron James at one point. And this is like the entirety of the league. That's crazy. And I was talking about, I was at Hugs' party talking about this, which is that like, for anyone like me who, let's say you're, I don't know, early 30s or younger, LeBron has been playing basketball at the top level for your whole life, for my whole life. At one point, he's going to retire. And that's going to be the marking point of like, there's no athletes older than me still killing it. Do you know what I'm saying? Once he retires, there's like, because you can always think, oh, LeBron's older than me, still playing ball, like whatever. But once he's gone, Tom Brady's gone, dude. Brady was one of them. LeBron's going to be gone, and there's going to be nobody, dude. It's going to be all younger people. It's going to be fucking crazy. Djokovic? Yeah, I guess. Djokovic? Yeah, but I hate him because I'm a Federer fan, and Federer's not good anymore. I hate him, so... race car drivers keep racing? Well, that's perfect that you said that. I'm so glad that you mentioned that race car drivers keep racing, because there actually is a tweet in here for you. Formula One fans win 20 rich dudes drive in circles for 2 hours. Let's go! I'm a F1 fan though, so I'm deleting this tweet. You're a hater. Oh, big news story this month. The Epstein list was revealed. The Epstein documents containing hundreds of pages of people that visited his island. And these are the documents. Breaking documents containing hundreds of pages of content. But it turns out all of the visits were the Pimp My Ride guy, dude. Exhibit. He just kept going back. It's fucking foul. I thought he was a good rapper. I thought he was good as a host. And now I find out he's a pervert. Okay? It's fucking tragic. And I won't stand for it. Reading the full list of people who went to that island. Troubling. Matthew Fox. Okay? Evangeline Lilly. Josh Holloway. This is bad. Jorge Garcia. Yikes. Big yikes, dude. Sad. Used to respect these guys. Sad. 54 minutes early, my new domestic record. There's a pilot speedrunning community. Dude, I wish more pilots would do this. Whenever a flight arrives early, I feel amazing. I feel like I've unlocked secret time that no one else has. Yeah, gold split. It's fucking sick. But I also, I guess, I guess there would be a danger to it, right? Like, I assume going faster increases the risk of problems. But not for this. Not for 40 minutes early. Nah, we good? All right, cool. I mean, ideally then, if there's no problems, I feel like all jets should have, like, NOS attached that they can use when they really got to get there in time. Like, if I tell the pilot I'm in a hurry, they should be able to hit a NOS button and really fucking rock it to Las Vegas so I can pawn my money. Yeah, actually, 40 minutes early on a 2-hour flight is fucking crazy. Yeah, good job. King. The dividing lines of a future American Civil War. Amazon, Whole Foods, Government Prime. Blessed Union of Affiliated Kroger Subsidiaries. The Greater HEB Co-Prosperity Sphere. People's Republics. The Wegmans. The Sheetz Free State, and the Albertsons Nuclear Exclusion Zone. Wow. I guess find out where you live. Wegmans is literally the best. You're willing to fight and die over it? So this is real? You would really fight? You would take up arms and fight other grocery chains for territory? I'll die for Wegmans, you're saying. All right. Well, I'm glad I'm on Jeff Bezos' side. Because we're going to have drone warfare. Okay? At the end of the day, wherever I'm living, we're going to have drone warfare. So if you're here, watch out. If you're an Albertson shopper, you're going to die without knowing it. It's going to hit you before you even have a chance to blink, bro. Hold Hawaii and Alaska are no longer states. Yeah, they have fucking farmers markets. Incredible things are happening with Twitter ads. It's like we buy used cars and we buy fucking shitty homes, but for NFTs, we buy worthless NFTs, unsellable. You harvest the losses. I wonder what the scam is here. Because they are worthless. I assume they offer you basically nothing, and then they hope they can... But I don't know if they could even resell them for any kind of profit. Unless they're making a large bet that they are going to bounce back. No scam, tax loss harvesting. Yeah, but tax losses are for the person selling it. Like if you buy something at $500 and you sell it for $50, you can claim the $450 loss on your taxes. How do they don't get anything for that. Oh, they buy it for $0. I see. They pay you nothing. You take it off your taxes, and then you get some little chunk of, or they get some chunk of that. They charge you for the, okay, I see. It's completely tax loss harvesting. Okay, that's actually not a terrible idea, I guess. That actually makes sense. No, you have to understand, because let's say you're an idiot and you spent $10,000 on a fucking monkey JPEG, okay? If nobody will buy that from you for even $0, if nobody will buy it, then you can never claim that loss on your taxes. And you should be able to because you did lose it. It's not coming back. So if someone's going to say, hey, I'll take that off your hands for $0 so you can claim it, and they get some kind of small fee, that actually makes sense. I'm actually thinking this is not a scam, and it's a business that makes sense. They use the fucking AI generated image, but of course, the stupid thing is that you should always hold on to your NFTs with diamond hands because they will all bounce back. Okay? Everything's going back to the moon, and you will have $1 million monkey JPEG pretty soon. And you're going to really regret selling it to these guys. Dog, I am crying. Lamafau. Oh, this was the fucking underground Yiddish tunnel or something, right? This guy on December 11th is saying, I swear I keep hearing Yiddish under the floor in my New York apartment. I live at ground level and we have no basement. And then he quoted and said, some of you owe me an apology, which is fucking crazy. This guy got crazy gaslit. So what happened? I never fully understood this story. There was just some secret fucking tunnel being dug? It's just proven fake and this guy's a Nazi? Cool. Milkshake duck. Accomplished. Woo! Keep up, internet! Keep up! This story's got layers, bro. There's Nazis and underground tunnels. Okay? 2024 fully tapped in. We got the tunnels. We got this guy. We got the the fucking naked guy in the Bass Pro Shop. Went swimming, got out, Renaissance painting. This was a classic. If you didn't see this, this guy just took off all his clothes and jumped in the fucking display at Bass Pro Shop. And got, yeah, really fallen angel Lucifer type thing. And then the guy in the vase. 2024 fully tapped in. I sometimes wonder how much hilarious shit happened in my grandpa's life that he just never heard about because they didn't have the access we have. I assume a lot. I don't assume we have that much crazier of people or a time. For example, this is uniquely now. We would never get high resolution phone video interviews of a man stuck in a vase at a party. That's beautiful. That is a modern phenomenon. Before this would be lost to time. You'd only get the story through a story through a story, and you wouldn't really believe it. That's beautiful in a way. Astonishingly aesthetic chicken. A silver Sebright Bantam. 10 out of 10 do want. Is this unedited? This is a real chicken? That's a very pretty chicken. It looks fake in some way. It's not like Meet the Parents when he spray painted it. Is this real? I'm gonna ask Ari. Ari! Ben, can you come look at this? Babe, have you seen this chicken? Like you might want a chicken walk over here and see it.
Sebring chicken or something.
You've seen this?
Yeah.
Like it's real?
Yeah, look, if you just Google, I think it's this. Seabright, sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, they're like it's like fancy pigeons, you know.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's very awesome. Like it's very fancy, and my dad loves them too.
That is cool.
It's probably one of my favorite like game.
But your dad's seen one or no? I never
In
seen
real
it?
life, well, I've never seen one in real life.
All right.
Only Silkies, I guess, is the fanciest chicken we've seen.
Crazy that she knew that. Well, she
It's
knows
not
a lot
crazy.
about-
These are like super.
She's a chicken walker.
This is like the
all right?
Rolls
Like, she,
Royce
like-
of like prize chickens. Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows the Rolls Royce of prize chickens.
That people have seen this.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody has. Real. I haven't. I didn't think this is common knowledge. I've never heard of this chicken. Like in my mind, this looks like fake. Like it's a comic book chicken.
No, they all look like that because it's like a particular breed, you know, like a dog. Like this is like an Afghan hound or something.
I'm not disagreeing with you that this chicken is real. I believe you. What I'm concerned about is like I don't think most people know about
I'm
this.
just surprised you haven't seen.
Everyone
like,
in chat
this
is saying they
chicken,
knew
'cause
about this chicken.
Seabright chickens have been making the rounds like since the Tumblr days, you know. Like they're so beautiful. Like I have probably one reblog from 2012, you know.
All right, touche.
Yeah. Okay.
Touche.
Like, it's very beautiful.
It is very beautiful. All right, chicken walk on your way out of here. I was never on Tumblr, chat, so I didn't know about the meta. Seen it. Yeah, well, I mean, it's a very beautiful chicken. What can I say? It is a fucking hoot. Calm iguana, you have to stop. You float too tough. Your drift too different. Your stillness too bad. They'll kill you, calm iguana. And goddamn they will. Holy shit. He's a chiller. He's absolutely a chiller. I think he would like life a little bit more, though, if he was scrolling some type of phone and no water and no nature, and he was like locked in a small room. But other than that, I think he's like fucking. He's got it made. That iguana needs a mortgage. That iguana needs like a landlord that just raised his rent and he's not sure how he's going to be able to pay it. Like some sort of bills that he has to come in, but also like that's what he really needs because then he'll have the grind set. But for now, he's fine. Speaking of the grind set, the Microsoft Excel Championships just wrapped in Las Vegas last weekend. Andrew the Annihilator, I don't know how to say his last name. Is it just Guy? I feel like the end's silent. Won his third straight title. Funniest part, the clips of live streaming announcers losing their minds over pivot tables and data labeling. What did he get for winning? A $15,000 cash prize and a glorious wrestling. Let's see this. The Microsoft Excel World Championships.
We're just taking the top four here, so with this elimination, the top four will be moving on to the finals. Yes. See, that's it. See, these, oh my gosh. These probably was sitting on points. Yep. See, now Jakob, the guy.
Where's here the cells?
Andrew's shaking his head.
Oh, Michael got some bonus.
Did he say this player excels? Because that's also very good. Probably overused.
Okay.
40 seconds remaining.
Ooh.
40 seconds to go. So.
Okay, this is it. There's no more eliminations. When this is over, is over. All right, and Andrew Nye, he's looking around. He's taking his headphones off. What is he doing? Okay, is he safe? Is he safe? This is bold. Look at it, crossing his arms.
Holy Giga Chad, he's doing the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire guy. He's flexing at the end. Oh, shit. Cross your fucking arms.
No. The guy is flexing.
19,
He's flexing.
18, 16,
What is he doing? What is look at this guy? Look at
14, 13, 10, 9.
Oh, come on. What is
7. Andrew, nicely done. Hold that up in the air.
The Annihilator! The Annihilator, baby!
And, of course, the trophy's nice, but we want to see you wear the belt. Let's hear it. Wear the belt. Wear the belt. Wear the belt. Wear the belt.
Better crowds than Overwatch. Yikes, bro.
We need somebody bigger. You just gotta. There you go. Nice.
Holy moly.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your champion.
Sheesh. Excellent commentator. Excellent commentator. Oh, dude. So, one of the big stories this month was that Ron DeSantis, Meatball Ron, I'm sorry, dropped out of the presidential race as everyone in the world predicted he would after Trump just called him names and destroyed him because everyone thought that would happen, and that's exactly what did happen. He dropped out of the race and even endorsed Trump despite all of that. And one of the moments that, for me, solidified the fact that no human being would ever relate to this man for as long as he lived was this. This, where he like acts like an actual fucking robot.
That's a great.
Like literal, like a marionette, dude. Like a puppet on, like, it's the fucking Men in Black. Sugar, water. Like engaging smile. The way the smile turns on. The only way to describe it is like you press the button and the smile turns on. It's tough watch. I mean, that's just hard to get any sort of human. That makes Mark Zuckerberg look like fucking, I don't know, Willem Dafoe or something. Anyway, so yeah, he's a Starfield NPC. He's out. He's out. What a crocodile looks like underwater. And the tweet is, is that true? And the tweet is, that's so embarrassing. And in a way, it is. It is embarrassing. I did not know this. Is this actually like, is this one goofy guy? Or are they down there like, I thought, it's just not threatening the way I thought it was. It's just a baby croc. Okay. They're all a little silly. All right. They're all a little silly. Ask Ari again. I will. Hey, Ben. I have another animal question. Babe, I have another animal question. All right. I got this little like gator here, okay?
Very cute, yeah.
It's cute, right?
Yeah.
And then like, but you can see underwater, which you like never can.
I guess, yeah, like an aquarium. You mean?
And he's like this.
Yeah. Okay.
So is he like a goofy little guy, or
Oh.
are they like all like that?
I actually don't know that. I have no idea, but why would it? I mean, I'll tell you that Claude from the Academy, he always did weird things. Like he would even scratch like a dog and like flip around like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So like, why would Claude be like different? He's just like every other gator.
Well, he's albino.
I guess he was raised in captivity since birth. I don't know if that affects it. I just don't think they're that smart to be different, you know?
So I'm saying they're kind of dog-like, so they're all just goofy.
Yeah, I think they're all like this. That's
I think they're
what
just goofy.
based on my observations.
Calm Croc, you're too bad. You're the one in the back is swimming flat. Yeah, I guess some of them swim flat. I mean, you went to Gatorland. Did they ever do this?
Well, I never saw this angle.
Oh wait, this guy in the back actually is the way I think they're. I think this guy's just a goof. Wait a minute,
Or, like,
confirmed.
It's like cats, like they do funny things.
See this guy right here? Yeah, he's just like he's swimming the way I think they swim.
But they all do this, is what I think. But
see.
not frequent, I guess.
So Gators just having more fun than I thought. Like
Well,
they're just
I don't know. Maybe he's doing it because he's in captivity, right? I've only observed gators in
Right.
captivity, really. So that's a good question to ask a gator expert.
All right, I will.
Yeah, we can ask that when we find one.
Thought they always swim like this? No, I thought this one like this in the back. I never thought they did this. But now I'm thinking maybe gators, maybe all animals are more like dogs and cats than I think, where they have like little personalities and stuff. Like, are some gators chillers? Are some gators like, nah, whatever. I need a burger right fucking now, bro, and I don't care who knows it. Bro, speaking of animal personalities, British parrot missing for 4 years returns speaking Spanish. Bro did a study abroad program. This guy's also a chiller. We got 3 animal chillers in a row. Eric Adams teaches you how to search your child's room. Truly New York's weirdest guy. Okay, what is this?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. What the fuck was going on in that movie? Do you understand? Seriously, you need to be a neuroscientist to understand. And that's 2.5 hours of my life that I want back.
Bro, that's actually fucking awesome. To get to say that while fucking Christopher Nolan himself is sweating. That's fucking great. Tenet, the plot, whatever, is fine. I think the real criticism that I feel like I definitely had, and I think a lot of people had, is that the fucking sound mixing was fucking terrible. I mean, they literally blare the wah over the dialogue. You can't hear fucking shit, especially in a theater. Like at home, you can put on subtitles, whatever, go back. But we were watching it as a group in a theater. You could not hear shit. That shit was bad. I bet his next movie is a lot simpler. Yeah, we'll see. After this, he's gonna make like a total slop film for. He's gonna make a movie where the villain is a Peloton instructor, and it's gonna be real simple, and they like shit themselves and die, and then and then just release that, bro. That's gonna be fucking excellent, 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 excellent. All right. He accepted his fate. He accepted his fate. What is this? Is that a cat? He just took it. He just gave up, bro. That was his first obstacle. He didn't even try. No survival instinct in that cat. This is like someone ignoring your high five, but 1,000 times worse.
I need you all night. Come on, like you're my star.
I didn't even see it. She went for the back bump. That's actually not worse. I think a high five is more direct because they look you in the eye.
I need you.
I don't know. That's not so bad. Ow, shit, I gotta blow my nose. I gotta blow my nose. 1 second. You guys watch this. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. Jesus, Big A, that was a big one. I could hear it from here. Why do we condone to a cocaine addiction? Ha 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 ha. TikTok is brainwashing people into thinking the economy is bad to make people hate Biden. My For You page.
原来年少情深也可以走到相看两厌，古今之情原是相同，两国之人如何偕老？
Biden! God, it makes me pissed at Biden. We could have that, you know what I'm saying? Where are our tax dollars going? But there's one thing I can do all by myself. What's that? Asked Frog. I can go home, said Toad. Winter may be beautiful, but bed is much better. This is pandering. But it's also cute. All right, Frog and Toad. He's eepy. Frog and Toad is so good. What's another one? Frog and Toad. I wish I had an eraser that could erase the things I don't want to remember from my mind, said Toad. This is pandering. I can't remember any of the things that were on my list of things to do. I'll have to just sit here and do nothing, said Toad. I'm getting a vibe here, okay? Listen, Frog, how long have I been asleep? You've been asleep since November. Well then, a little more sleep will not hurt me. I get it. Sleep is good. Can we all agree, like, sitting in your bed is fun and good and we like it? That's great. I feel like I get it. I'm on the same page. I don't... Jay Leno runs errands in a Cybertruck and more star snaps. And this is the Simpsons frame, which is shockingly lined up, even to the same shirt and tie. This is like the last thing you see before you get fucking crunched. Before a fucking 8-year-old in a school zone gets fucking lost for good at a crosswalk, bro. This is dangerous. Big blind spot here. He's already that's not good. This is not safe. You know what's crazy is in Arizona? He's not in Arizona, but if he was, someone in Arizona is. Your license plate lasts 50 or your driver's license lasts 50 years. 50 years. So if you get your license, in 2010, it lasts till 2060. And you don't have to renew it. And so there's a lot of old people in Arizona that haven't done any renewals or tests in 30, 40 years, which is fucking crazy. And then can you drive me Cybertrucks? Speaking of Cybertruck, Christmas is coming early this year. What is this? That's bad. All terrain, baby. All terrain. And only $150,000 it costs? That's a steal. Every time the concept of death of the author gets brought up, I immediately think of this. Probably the most succinct example of the concept I've ever seen. You cannot play a +2 on a +2 from the Uno card game. Thanks for the cards, but we'll take it from here. This is a classic. I've seen this like probably every year for the past 3 years, but it is true. Same thing with free parking in Monopoly not getting you a bunch of money. Do you understand? Everybody, I don't care what the rule book says. That space needs to be a big money pit. Otherwise, what's the fucking point of the game? Like there has to be, no, it has to exist. Otherwise, it's too much of a grind. There needs to be some, plus it's more like real life where somebody just wins the fucking lottery or they fucking, I don't know, some stock 10Xs or something. There has to be something to shake things up or The game lasts longer, though. That's the point of Monopoly. I want it to last as long as possible. I want to really grind it out. The thing is, Monopoly is a lot like, the First Punic War. You need to finish them off the first time. Everyone needs to have such a bad time that nobody ever suggested ever again. If they don't have a bad enough time, you might accidentally break it out for a second time. Do you understand? So you really need it to be miserable, so we put the game away and it's gone. What's this? I think this is just a chill dog. I thought right. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, this is just cool animals. It's just an animal break. I can't tell. Are dogs, when they do this, like, you see the dogs hang glide? Are they actually chill, or are they, like, so scared they're frozen? That's what I get. Like, is this dog having a fucking blast, just chilling, vibing? Or are they freaking out? I can't tell. Because he's, like, stuck on pool noodles. He didn't put himself there. Tough to say. Tough to say. Don't think about it too much. Too much. The speedrunning community is beautiful and varied, but no speedrun tops the Crank That speed rub, where runners remake the beat to Soulja Boy's song, which was made using all stock Fruity Loops presets as fast as possible. It's gone. It's gone? Let me see if I can use this download. It's gone? I want to see this. No. Soulja Boy speedrun. It's deleted. Maybe this is it. Oh no. Link in chat. Someone found it. Okay. Someone found it. Someone found it. You just linked me a TikTok search. You didn't link me the actual thing. But if I'm not logged in, it'll just take me back to the search page. Don't give me the search, bro. Just give me the link to the actual TikTok or it won't play. Someone found it on YouTube. This is not it. Oh, I'm going to freak out. I'm going to freak out. I'm going to freak out. There's a bunch of them. Oh, here it is. That's incredible. World record. Love to see it. Okay, another animal break. A young capybara practicing walking in water. This is incredibly cute. Holy God. It's almost designed on a fundamental level. I really want to pet it. I really want to pick them up. They just look so... It's like the least threatening animal I could imagine. It almost feels like it's like hand-drawn to not be dangerous. Like it's a Miyazaki character. It's a real-life Pikachu. Pikachu's a racist now. Did you see that? Wait, did you see that? This is not part of our best tweets, but I should find it for you. Did you see that Pikachu got outed as a racist? Okay. Look at this. Look at this, okay? He does Ivy face. Look at this. Walks up. Laughs at him. So blatant, then walks off. Look at his intent, dude. Look at his face right here. He knows what he's going to do. He knows Ash is not watching. He knows he's going to make fun of his looks. Holy shit, dude. I'm so glad someone caught this. And then, of course, this is what blew the story to light. But then people started doing the work, okay? They started noticing the signs. This wasn't a one-time event. Pikachu racism compilation, a thread. And he's been doing this for years, bro. Years. To Wobbuff it like 50 times. All right, and then, of course, this one. It was a different time. It was a different time. Put this man on the no-fly list now.
Well, I got a terrible idea. It's a terrible idea.
Throw
I'm a little nervous.
away.
The stuff I got packed definitely looks like a bomb.
To catch a waste, baby, maybe kick the bucket. I'm not really the one that you should fuck with. Fuck it, out to catch a waste, baby, maybe kick the bucket. I'm not really the one that you should fuck with. Fuck it, out to catch a waste, baby, maybe kick the bucket. I'm not really the one that you should fuck with. Out to catch a waste, baby, maybe kick the bucket. I'm not really the one that you should fuck with.
Jail him!
White bitch, you on my hit list. That's disgusting. Me with the big bitch. If I pull up on your bitch, you know it's time to leave it sticky while you running that you with me. You ain't even from my city. You don't know me. Tell me what you think for the money.
I'm gonna throw up. That's disgusting. Oh God. I'm actually gonna throw that's actually disgusting. That's actually disgusting, bro. That's actually really gross. That's actually vile. And he got the battery on the plane. I don't know how he did that. Oh, I straight up gagged on that. That's foul. That's not good, dude. That's like, and that bathroom's got fucking, 100,000 people in there shitting. Just shitting and pissing on the regular and washing their hands. And you're making fucking, oh God, dude, that's crazy. Give him a TV show. Yeah, give him like a fucking Anthony Bourdain style cooking travel show, but it's all him just fucking making it in bathrooms and fucking alleyways and shit. Oh God, I have peed in airplane sinks before. Why? Why? To stop people from making fucking spaghetti in there? Why, dude? There's a bathroom right there. Why are you all so weird? For the thrill of it? What's the thrill? Are sink pissers? Oh God, I don't want to hear it. Don't tell me what you guys do. I'm gonna fly without these thoughts in my head. Let's see. Then there was this meme of Tiger Woods, who again quit his partnership with Nike and is now on his own. Of him saying, "Big dog." My son at the zoo seeing any animal with 4 legs. Big dog. This was big. People love this one. It's just a good image, bro. This is too much text. I'm skipping. Ladies, if he wanted to, he would. 2 bald eagles lock talons and perform the courtship behavior called daredevil cartwheel. Me and who, dude? I guess I have a wife, right? I just feel like she doesn't want to get out of a plane and do this. Feel like she's not going to want to jump out of the plane. But you know what she will want? I'll tell you this. She will want to see this. And that is why I'm going to do the classic husband move and send her funny things that I find that I think she'll like. Boom. Let me go right over to our chat and send it to her. Bam. I'm not going to say us. We've already tried that gambit. We've tried that gambit before. What's this? I'm so glad I never had to learn English as a foreign language. This looks like 9 consecutive nouns. Beijing home price slide fans China property sector alarm. It's true. If you say it like that, that's funny. I read this article. I've read this article. This is in the FT. I read it fucking physically. Very, very funny. Very, very funny. Wait, I don't get it. Beijing home price slide. The prices of homes in Beijing is falling. That is fanning the alarm in China's property sector. That house prices are falling, and that is making people more alarmed in the Chinese property sector. That's a bad sentence? I don't think so. I mean, I didn't even notice it was a problem until this guy pointed it out, and then it is kind of hilarious. Making a hidden shrine for Mike Wazowski and hiding it in a public library for people to find. If you pull the Mike Wazowski book, it's 5. Wait, is it 5 books about Mike Wazowski? You pull it back. Holy shit, that's actually incredible. That would be such a fun find. And you can do this because our libraries are empty and nobody goes. So you can do whatever you want in there. You could rip open the books, do whatever you want. No one will find this, but it is interesting. Someone go make a Sully one. Jeremy Renner is Google's most searched actor of 2023. If only there was an app where all the Jeremy Renner fans could hang out. And this is how I know capitalism has failed. Because they haven't fulfilled this need for us. There's no way this could exist. Even though the demand is so real. Nobody has made this app. Nope. There never was. There never, ever was. If only there was one. God damn. If only someone in chat would inform me that there was one. But there isn't, and there never was. God damn it. God damn it. The craziest thing about falconry is the barrier to entry is absurdly low. You don't even have to buy the bird. You can just catch it. Basically, nothing about it has changed in 600 years. What the fuck? Yeah, bro, super easy to get into. All you have to do is catch a falcon. Yeah, I don't know. That seems fucking crazy to me. We're almost at the end here, though. Last tweets. Ahem. Did you know that in Centralia, Pennsylvania, a former coal mining town, it has been burning for almost 60 years. In 1962, the town council decided to burn a landfill. Unaware it connected to underground mine shafts. This ignited a coal seam, which continues to burn. After spending $7 million trying to put out the fire, they gave up in the 90s. Despite the dangers, 5 residents still live there. With coal supplies under the town, the fire could burn for another 250 years. That's what I call clean coal. I don't see the fire. Is it just the town that has fire burning underneath it? That's crazy. It's underground. Yeah, but there's no like... How do they even... What if it stopped burning? How would you know? It's free heating? Yeah, can't they turn that into like a big boiler of some sort underneath the town that gives free hot water? Isn't there like, I feel like there's a way you could do this. Or make the American version of Hot Springs. There's something here. Let's all move to Centralia and we'll figure it out. Bro won. Oh, this was great. This dude was great. He's the fucking inverse House, dude. He's the Reddit moderator we need.
LGBTQ rights or economic stability? Why can't you have both? You need to pick one. I refuse the question. You can't refuse the question. I do, but you can't. But I did. But you need to pick one. No, I don't. I just said you did. So what? You pick one? No, because they're both doable. No, only one. I don't have to pick one because you can have both. But the answer is both is not an answer. It's not a valid answer. I reject your question. You can't reject it. I just did. Can you pick one? I don't have to. Why? Because they're both completely doable. So LGBTQ rights or economic stability? Both. That's not an answer. It's LGBTQ rights or economic stability. Both. Are you trying to troll me? No. I'm just wondering which one you like more. I like them both. You can't have both. Not in this question. Too bad. Why are you trolling me right now? Because I don't have to choose. All right. Well, if I had to ask you gender inclusivity or economic stability? You can have both. You can't. Why you make this so difficult? I'm trying to pass my final. Too bad. Which one do you pick? I pick them both. That's not a valid answer.
Is the guy in the right dude? He's gonna give up or just walk away, bro. Both, baby. This guy's a real icon. This guy really put Reddit. You know how like some things can set people back 10 years? I feel like this guy set Reddit moderators forward 5 years. It really was it was powerful for me. Okay, we are now on our final tweet. Our final tweet is just a cute hippo, like cute baby hippo that says, "Look at its insatiable desire for human flesh." All right. All right. It does crave eating humans, but it's not strong enough yet. It's like sentient AI, you know? Right now it makes goofy images because it's not strong enough yet to kill us. That's cute. It's funny. We're all laughing at it because it's fun. And then eventually, little guy, you'll get there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you to Drop Spindle for finding these hilarious tweets. That's Drop Spindle for making all this stuff. We'll be back again next month for more of the best tweets until Elon Musk finally stops paying all of his bills and this website is deleted. See you next month. Or not. Who knows? Without further ado, we're going to watch House MD Season 6. And we're going to start it relatively quickly because... because we're running out of time. But obviously I said we watch it. We're going to watch it. House Season 6. If you guys haven't watched House with us, it's really fun. Especially this season has been so much fucking fun. You don't really need to know much going in, but you'll catch up on the jokes pretty quick, I think. It's been like the perfect show to watch with a chat. It's like a Mystery Science Theater thing because the show's actually way more insane than I remember. I watched House sporadically when I was a kid, and I thought it was way more serious. My memory of it before this rewatch was that it was a way more serious show. It's actually really goofy. It's actually a pretty goofy and fun time. We are on Season 6, Episode 6. And the number one song when this episode released was still in his shirt. Comrade Wayne, baby. This really this is so funny to me. Just that he I thought that was so funny. That was 2009, and the number one movie when this aired was a movie called This Is It, which is a compilation of interviews, rehearsals, and backstage footage of Michael Jackson. This is it. I think this is right after he died. Am I crazy? This is before. This is before he died? Really? Okay. Didn't like something Michael Jackson related, like super, like a movie trend after he died? It killed him. He saw his final act. It's like seeing your own eulogy. So that happened. That's where we're at. We're around near the end of Michael Jackson's life. Okay, Lil Wayne is dominating the airwaves, and we go home and we watch House MD, season 6, episode 6, Braveheart. But you can't watch this show without Snacky, so I'm going to play a quick ad. Oh, it's playing right now. Ads in progress. Get your snacks, get your drinks. We have 1 minute left. Get your snacks, get your drinks.